Well, it is intense. It is exhausting, and it is the closest to combat our troops will get without being deployed.
Tonight, KCEN HD News reporter Tiffany Pelt continues our look at the National Training Center. Tiffany, it really is replicating war.
Well, Doug and Nikki, you can think of it as a one-month deployment where they fight a 2-week war and actually battle an enemy force. Now, I was there when the war kicked off and tagged along for the first mission. In the town of Rajesh, an imaginary village, the streets are quiet for now. The role players get into character for the first day of war.
This town is actually pretty unique in it that it's actually wired with over 100 cameras and has the capability of replicating some sights, sounds, and smells as if you were actually in a real village or real marketplace.
With all eyes on the 3rd Brigade and supporting units, our troops fly in, ready to tackle the first mission, a non-combative evacuation, trying to get the American role players to safety before the enemy invades and the tank-on-tank battles begin.
Try and replicate as close to real life as possible. The local civilians are actually, from different countries, speak Arabic, speak different languages.
Right now, our Fort Hood troops are securing the U.S. consulate, only letting Americans in. But as you can hear, the group out here, the people who live here, they're shouting visa, visa, trying to get inside as well. They keep pushing. We even catch one trying to bribe a soldier with money to let him inside, doing whatever they can to test the troops.
There's an interpreter, let him in.
Upping their stress level, all while mock reporters bombard them with questions. And then the real tests begin. What do our troops do when explosions go off inside the village? Or a rocket-propelled grenade slams into a nearby building? Or even a hidden sniper taking aim and hitting his target near our troops? There are even moral and ethical dilemmas. Should our troops save a man who is about to be executed in the street? Or do they stop this man from being attacked? Are they enemies or allies?
You're in here, you're pulling security, come here.
Heavily armed, do they keep calm as the surrounding threats continue to rise? Every move, every response is being evaluated.
We'd rather them do it here and make mistakes here than in real life combat. We sit down and we show them and talk to them about how the operations went, what they could have done better, the things that they've done well.
The entire exercise only lasts a few hours, but in that short time, the troops are tested physically, mentally, and emotionally. And this was just the beginning, just the morning of day one at war.
If we give American soldiers the toughest day of combat in their lives here at the National Training Center, then we're saving lives.
And as they evacuate the Americans, test one is complete. A successful mission as our troops leave better prepared.
I know we've been saying this since you started this series. I cannot believe how realistic and the great detail they go to prepare them. How long does war last, essentially?
It lasts about 2 weeks. So the troops will be there about a month. That first part of the month, it's just preparing, getting all the equipment there, because all the equipment actually comes from Fort Hood and goes all the way to California. But then for about 2 weeks, they actually go through war where, this was just day one, just the morning of it. So later that night, they had reconnaissance scouts that went out trying to look for the enemy, and the enemy was doing the same. And so the next morning, they actually had tank-on-tank battles.
Are they on 24/7, or do they have an end time at the end of the day where they get to sit, eat, relax? Or are they on 24/7?
No, it is like a real deployment. They are on 24/7. They go back, they have briefings, they watch the mock newscasting. If they can get any intelligence from those, it's just 2 weeks straight.
It's pretty amazing. What's coming up tomorrow?
So tomorrow we're actually taking a look at something you don't usually see at NTC, and that's the enemy's perspective.
Okay.
So we've been telling you this whole time that they actually go head-to-head with an enemy force, and so we actually spent a day with the enemy, and they do this 10 times a year, so it is exhausting for them as well.
I bet. Looking forward to that. Great stuff. Great reporting.
Thanks.
Tiff, thanks so much.